All right, back. Another day. What are we doing today? I think things are going close to well, right? Well adjacent, perhaps, is probably the best way to put it. The critical thing going on is we are still adjusting to chemical science as a way of life, right? We've turned on chemical science. We started stripping an amazing amount of resources and just burning them in labs. And this has caused us no end of problems. We're also trying to boost artillery shell production to something credible, which is also proving to be difficult because we have to raise animals to get the glycerol we need. We still can't vent oleochemicals in a credible fashion. That's still a problem. Like, I may just start building a field of tanks. Oleochemicals. I need to get rid of oleochemicals. I have had this problem for hours and hours and hours. And like, I can do this. This works. And like, this works, but man, it's expensive. It only gets rid of 100 oleochemicals and takes 200 sulfuric to do that. That hurts. Like, can methanol burn? Does methanol burn? Methanol does burn. Ooh, okay. 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 Methanol processing too. Fuel production. Oh, it's out of reach. Still, I suffer. It's still expensive. Look at that. 5 chromium, only 100 oleochemicals get consumed, but still. Very, very upsetting. I think it's safe to say, I mean, okay, you like biomass chelators? Betcha I can. That's phytomining. Phytomining. Oh, that's stage 1. That's not what I need. Stage 2 is something I can aspire to. Like chelators. What do I do with chelators then? I could use chelators to enrich biomass, essentially. And then I can use that biomass for basically anything. So yes, this is a way to get oleochemicals out of the system. But it is a long way away. So it's still a problem. Like, I could just bank lubricant, I guess. Almac? What is Almac? And then Almac D 12D. Armac. Armac and Alamac. Alright, Alamac. Can you do burn? You do not burn. Almac. 12D. Armac. And you don't burn either. Of course not. And you don't concentrate either. Ugh. That even expands. So can I do anything with you that's interesting? No, I can fill a barrel. Ah, okay. So that doesn't work either. I would think that fatty acids would burn, right? They do. Oh, they do burn. Oh, there is a solution. There is a solution. I can just burn these, and that will pull this forward. And that will give me all the glycerol I need. Okay, alright. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Attempt to see the good in the world. We need an oil burner, which we don't have. But we can go get. Alright, okay. We sat down, we looked again, and now we actually have a solution to the oleochemical question. That is going to be go get yourself an oil burner. Oil burner. Okay. And this is a very expensive thing to torch. Just, I need that pull to happen. So we go over to oil burner row, right? Maybe I do it over by the plants themselves. We have a steam line over here. Steam and a water line. We have a water line right there. Only I think this is, yeah, it's internal. So now we're gonna export fatty acids, I think. Right here. Oh, we don't do it properly. And we must be proper. Right there. And a good rail for this doesn't really exist. Because I built the rock area where I did, which is a highly questionable decision, but one I stand behind. Alright, so make a little hole. Feed the rock the moss. The rock sees that moss and goes, hey, you gonna eat that moss? And the answer is, of course, no. Why would I do that? God, bugs are so weird. Then you gotta give it the moss, or it gets those big eyes. Orbitals, really. Not really eyes. And not here, but right here. Here in vent and stuff row. And we're gonna vent some stuff. And we're going to figure this out, huh? Looks like we have nothing going right here, which is strange to me. So we're gonna overflow. Of course, we only do this when we overflow. Only vent anything in overflow. Does not make any sense at all to vent something if it is not overflowing. Right, directly on the side of this path, if I can manage it. The answer is I kind of can't. There's a reason why that isn't being used yet, because we put a pipe on the path, and I look at that and shudder so hard it shakes the entire table. So, no, it will not do that thing. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, 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 oh. Right there, there. And somewhere over here, right? Don't like hearing things blow up. There we go. What did it get? Gonna have to make sure those hands are still going. Oh, so it's not overflowing because I added so many, so much space with the new pipe, and it only fills slowly here. So you guys are going. You are devouring oleochemicals, and the pipe is half full. All right, so this is good. This means that this recipe in particular, right here, you should always be running, and you should always be making glycerol for me. Good, 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 good. All right, so we have improved the world a tiny, tiny bit. Okay, no, that's too much. We have made the world a little different, a tiny, tiny bit. All right, explosives being made, shells being made, coming down. All right, so we are making artillery shells now, ever so slowly, but we will start doing that. Come on, you can do it. You're a big boy. Bam. Another artillery shell. Another gift for the invader. Alright, so that's going, that's going. Let's go review the entire line again, I think. That means Going up and looking at Tufra first and foremost, right? That was the bottleneck before, or the most... Here, no, we're not going to start with the plants. We're going to start with Fertilizer Depot and see how that's going. Plastic is a solved problem once again. Can't believe I slept on the alternate plastic recipe. I mean, ultimately, it's probably better I use from both sources. Milk-based plastic and chemical-based plastic. Okay, so we are completely 100% stuffed. Maybe I should put a secondary buffer here. So, in no way should fertilizer be a problem for anyone right now. We are making so much that it can be used freely. So, let's take this wondrous knowledge and compare it to reality, right? We're going to go over here and we are going to look at fertilizer, which is completely stuffed full again. Fantastic. I have run this way so many times. Claire, you are a walkway. Then right in between is obviously still a walkway. Right at the difference between Yadals and Navens. Alright, so everyone's going, right? We are having total Tufra victory here. It is a Tufra paradise. We are having a potato paradise. Oh, we do have a problem with biomass. Why do we have no biomass here? Why, oh Lord? Why do we have no biomass? We need a delivery. Are we limited by walking time of dinosaur? Oh, we are completely full of Tufra. No, we need more coarse fraction. We're gonna run out. Ooh. Ooh. So we are doing good on Tufras. We should feel good about ourselves. But you may not be able to sustain this. So, yes, we are going to run completely, out of coarse fraction. And we do not have a dinosaur here to deliver biomass, unless that's you. No, you are here to get Tufras. That is it. That was our friend. That was the... Here, I gotta see you. This is the Mukmoux. 800, 400, 400 to make Mukmoux food. 800, 400, 400. Let's just clone him right now. Because I know we need to. So go get food. My Mukmoux my moo feeding friend. Store food. And I want you to come up here. 800, 400, 400. Start here. This is Tufra. Till Caravan has Tufra. 400. Then you want to go... What's the other thing? Salt? Salt is a walk. Because the salt bin that he wants to use is right here. So go get sap. We have a sap bin right here that's neglected. Until Caravan has sap. This is a very long walk. 400. I don't think he's getting a full backpack either. Just another moral failing right here. Right? Right there, right? Until Caravan has salt. Only 800. So that's 8 slots, 12 slots. This is only 20 slots, right? So this is 12 slots, 22 slots, 28 slots. That's better. This is more efficient. A better dino. Alright, and then you go to the new Tufra area, which I have just made. The new Mukmoux food area, which I made yesterday. Right there. Circuit condition. Until target, until target, until target. Alright, condition, of course, is comparator equals go until target has tephra, quantity 5500. Until target has sap in quantity 5500. Oh, 5500. Until target has salt in quantity 950. Trying to get as much out of these dinosaurs as possible. Alright, go and do this, and I will check up on you later. Alright? So, we haven't had a delivery yet. We are starved for biomass. Where is this dinosaur? No, really, where is this dinosaur? I mean, okay. We are going to do something ruthless, right? Because we have the almighty source of biomass right here. And we have belts. Oh, coarse fraction alive. So, we have an issue here with this dino. We should probably relieve him of his biomass duties. Return to factory proper. Return to me, my son. Come back, and it will be just as it was before. This no longer needs to exist, right? You want to put it on the bottom of the belt, which is the most awkward place to put something. We will figure this out through the power of underground belts. It shall be accomplished. Then a little roundsy-gozies. See, that was another 2 for taker. We don't need 2 for takers, we need 2 for suppliers. This guy's filling up. This is gonna fill up, and then after that, this will be just a flood. I wish it was more buffering, you know, instead of just this belt. But it should be good, right? So step 1, solve the 2 for problem. May have to go get more coarse fraction from somewhere. I mean, somewhere being right over here, right? We should have all the coarse fraction we could ever want. You probably dump directly into the other, right? Where do you dump is the real question. Are you treated as waste? Looks like it is treated as waste. That might be something I have to address. It will all be solved permanently in the factory that is yet to come. However, we do not dwell in that noble house. Instead, we live here and suffer in this world. Alright, this fills up. Great. Right here, and now biomass comes along. Now keep in mind this is only temporary, because we're going to run out of everything else right here. We just have to find that dinosaur. There's no reason at all for this dinosaur not to be here. It wants salt, and it wants fertilizer, and we have an excess of ash and fertilizer and biomass. And we have, unless it's trying to take biomass from somewhere strange. This is coming back for another hit of tephra. Unless it's trying to take biomass from someplace really strange, like one of the vents. Ooh. That's a notion now, isn't it? Let's go and investigate that terrible, terrible thought. So down this way. Down over here. It's It's over by the hot air plant, right? Right over here. No, he's not here. If he was here, he would have accomplished his mission. So we kind of have a mystery dinosaur. How do I solve this? Do I just camp up there until I see him come? Like none of these guys are going to be him. So I guess that is what I do? Are you stuck? Are you the biomassosaur? Where are you? Oh, you were coming to go get chromite. Alright. Alright, that's fine. Completely valid. So over here, over here. So we still haven't had a delivery. And that makes no sense. So, like, I can't imagine where I would have told this dinosaur to take material from that would result in it standing still for this long. Like, the ash bin is overflowing. We have endless fertilizer. I could remove that and replace him, you know? Actually, let's do this. Since we are declaring that biomass is locally grown, let's just replace him right now. And eventually this will cause a problem, but I will be on hand, right? To see the problem. I'll keep checking here. So store food, and then you gotta go get ash and you gotta get fertilizer. And this is easy on both. So go get fertilizer from right here. Yes? Right here. I think that's right. Does that look right? Yeah. Till caravan has fert. Quantity 1,000. I want you to go get ash? No. Oh, where'd he go? He wandered over here and hid. He's sad. 2,000 please. Then add destination, the ashery, which is right there. I want you to get until caravan has ash. How much ash you need? 5 ash, so even less. Ash and quantity just 5,000. Leave yourself some space. Then I want you to come here. And then circuit condition, of course, is comparator equals go. And then until target, fert. 1900 and ash 4,000. And then you go do this. And I wonder if this dinosaur is going to get stuck. Like, I wonder if he's stuck trying to get through between, like, evaporators. Another terrible thought. Alright, go. What we have to do here is remove the ash condition. Instead, you are now a double fertilizer condition. But we definitely need this in order to get our tufra. We need the tufra. We need them potatoes. So, where could he possibly be? This has to be travel issue, right? Or trying to take fertilizer from a place that isn't supplied with fertilizer regularly. That also does not make sense. See, right here. It's stuffed full. Completely turgid. I don't know what that guy's doing. We should address the tree seed problem, right? And the core of the tree seed problem is insufficient wood. And if we were just getting more wood, and we have just literally insufficient wood here. We have people waiting for wood. And we used to accept overflow wood. Only there isn't a lot of that these days. Maybe we should accept even more overflow wood? Like, do we have any overflow wood from this? All these should be picked up. They don't get used anymore. And they're just sucking electricity where they are. Because their minimal draw is, oh, you are being used. What? Oh no, it's because I picked one up and it pushed the liquid over enough to make it move once. Yeah, understand. I understand how the game works. I play this game. Yeah, there's rules. Things matter. So there's a lot of wood here backing up that could be harvested and turned into an excess wood line. Brought over and put to work. I think I'm probably going to do that, right? So, yeah. We'll be a little more efficient over here. Instead of just building more, right? This is, of course, completely sanctioned and correct. All of this is outright necessary. It's not quite at the level that God told me to do it. But if God were to speak to me, he would tell me to do exactly this. So, I've got that going for me. Yeah, this is just going to be kind of oogly. God has a lot of opinions on that too. He would prefer it not be oogly, but, you know, I am not his most perfect servant. I think everyone understands that, yes. I'll just do this barbarian style to begin with, and we will balance it afterwards. Good. We'll respect this, even though it doesn't really matter. The good Lord is very big on respect. Right here, right here, here, and then we try to go this way, right? We make an attempt to harness all of the power of nature to pervert nature. Let's not be too coy about what we're doing here. We're not exactly nature's friends. Alright, we actually want to get this overflow wood onto the main overflow wood, right? Actually, what we're going to do is even more severe than that, huh? This guy comes up and over. This guy comes up. And then we only want a half line here. I mean, this limits the overflow bandwidth. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe that's a bad plan. Because I really want to get down here. So maybe I'm going the wrong way? No. No, I'm doing the right thing here. No, kinda. Kinda am, kinda not. The right thing is just more belt, I guess. Okay, the quote-unquote right thing. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, who can say that I am truly a righteous man when such is the nature of my contemplations? Right there. Alright, join the Overflow Wood Club. How much overflow wood do we get? It's just a trickle, really. It jams up on occasion, and just a trickle. That's fine. Oh, this should definitely be overflowing too. Yeah. So all these guys, when they're not working their day jobs, They are contributing to something greater than themselves. And there is nothing more that can be asked of them. I think this is going to back up real soon. And then after it is backed up, that wood will be contributed not to this, that's taken care of. So this is now overflowing, and this is overflowing, and we're getting a solid, complete belt of overflow wood right here. We might need another one. And that will contribute here, first and foremost. And then after it does this, we'll come up here, and we're just going to dunk it right onto the seeds line. And then if this ever backs up in a way that is significant, I will put in more seed makers. Yeah, because these guys aren't going very much. Can't quite get the entire belt, huh? Thought you could. I thought 6 could clear the belt. Apparently not. It's not going to be a problem forever. This guy's almost done, and that's good. And this buffer starts buffing. And we will make slightly more tree seeds to feed our trits. And I don't know. I declare that better. Alright, shift gears back again. Look at Tufra yet again. So what has occurred in our absence? Looks like the biomass guy still hasn't shown. He is stuck, or brain dead, or out, or something. How did you get... No, you're the new one, but how did you get biomass in you? Did he show up? Wait, how did that happen? No, wait. Wait, hold. Hold on. Hold on. You're the old one. You did show up. Alright, pick you up. We're having a talk with you. Why did I pick up all this biomass? Why did I do this? Why am I so like myself sometimes? It would be so much more efficient if I could be someone competent from time to time. Just saying. Alright, my dude. My dinosaur in Christ. I have no idea why you would constantly get hung up, but you are being reworked. You're going here. And that's right. And you're getting 2,000. No, you shouldn't be doing anything. You're not fired. We don't fire people here. You're gonna be retrained. That's how we're gonna put it. Oh, no. No mistakes were made. So these potatoes are going to be going for a very long time. Also, I have distorted the performance metrics for the new dinosaur. So I will no longer be able to actually determine whether or not the good dinosaur is doing a good job. But one day that will filter out and we'll be able to get clean performance metrics again. A bunch of dicks. Alright, so Tufras should have no problem. The only potential problem is coarse fraction. We should actually go look at that, right? As we continue to smooth the factory's operation. It's one thing to build a large number of buildings and hook them up and see how it's all shiny and happy. It is another matter entirely to keep these buildings supplied. Here. We are. I only have one. My friends. Why has it come to this? It's like, why would I mess around with this? Why would I just... Why not install greater capacity? Anyway, what I'm ranting about is one thing to put in a lot of buildings. It's another thing to keep them supplied with all of the inputs it needs to have them work. As I've learned over and over and over and over again, just because something looks like it could work under ideal situations does not mean it is working. Should go check in on plutonium while we're here. Like, just running plutonium for a few episodes seems to have supplied me with material for much, much more. Like, how we doing? We got plenty of nuclear sample, no problems there. Okay, why aren't you guys going? What's your problem? You have no plutonium purple. You're making plutonium purple, right? Yeah. These guys, they make, oh, they're the slow step. This is why. Alright, that's why. But everything's still going. We're still... Maybe I should double that. Maybe I shouldn't care that much. This is all going and I have power problems, so just leave it alone, right? Good idea. Fantastic plan. Uranium miners are, oh, duralumin problems. That says maybe the last half of this episode is building out new copper. That sounds like a fine idea. What was I doing? 3 of these. Then some of yous. We might not have enough hands. Why don't we just build some more hands? Right. So that is probably exactly what's going to happen here. I am going to finish with the Mukmoux food arc and then wait and see if that improves Mukmoux production. Then I am going to build out better copper because it is just straight required. So the other dinosaur isn't here, which makes me sad, but we're still moving pretty well, which makes me happy, and we're out of fraction, coarse fraction. So that is what we were checking on now. No problem, friends, but I was also spending time over here, confused, running in circles. Help me. Help me. Butts. And we will preserve this. Even though it is a lot of hands. How much do you need? 5 in 5? So you really need 2 arms then. Bang. 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 Alright. Power. Enormous. Endless power. We're gonna run out of belt real soon right here. Maybe even... No, won't be right here. But this is the last thing I can do before I have to go in. Why do you not have power? Did you not hear me scream real ultimate power? Alright, tree seed production probably more than doubled. We're in the tripled territory here with the overflow wood coming in and supplying it. Plus, well, okay, we're only producing at this level because of the overflow wood. This trickle here can only keep a few of them going. Why is electricity flickering? It's because we are just producing far too much, and I have to look into putting in a bank of kerosene generators or teching into mechanical parts too. To make the next level of power generation. That would probably be a permanent solution, right? Okay, let's go peek at coarse fraction again. Now that we have done something good, right here. Coarse fraction still has not arrived. That is, we are at quite bad levels now. I'm going to call this problem quite bad. And I know we are treating coarse fraction as a waste product, and we are destroying it in great volumes. I think perhaps we are going to have to introduce a possibility that, oh, coarse fraction is on his way. It's like right here, see? This is just going to get destroyed. And it looks like it has to come around here. Can I make enough belts? I can. Should I make enough belts? Ooh. Sorry. You have now transformed this in from a ability problem to a moral question problem. And that's not my field of expertise. You need to go consult with a priest, a rabbi, or an imam. I am not the proper person, output priority to the left, please, to conduct this session. Thank you. We'll talk to you later, right? I am hanging up now. Here. So here. Use the waste coarse fraction, which comes in from time to time. And other than that, it is being generated. Well, don't we have some up here too? No. Strangely enough, we don't need pure sand like we used to. We used to need so much. Now we do not. Yep, here's our coarse fraction soar. And we are probably in deep coarse fraction debt. I can hardly believe that this is something I have to pay a lot of attention to. Yeah, so the overflow wood should now be stopping because you guys are working properly now. Coarse fraction's over here. Yes, you do have to walk. Yes, cross country, both ways. This still feels wrong. The rare earth big mine right there, which just... Oh, so we have a delivery right there, so we should watch that. The big mine that is just mining all the rare earths I could ever want because I didn't want to pay the naphtha cost because I did that way before I did chemical engineer, petrochemical engineering. So yes, this was now just delivered. So this will now flow over. And so this, because this is characterized first and foremost as a coarse fraction maker right, that was its purpose back in the day. This will come to a stop when it's full, which is okay. That's fine. No, look at this. It's actually a closed loop. It prefers to go here and prefers to go here, and if it can't, it goes straight back, and then it tries to go back again, but ultimately vents over. So this is awkward, but it's not bad. And more importantly, it gives the coarse fraction that the tufras need to achieve their full potential. So, one thing closer. So we should go look at Mukmoux food next, then look at Mukmoux themselves. Because tufras have never flagged. It's never been an issue. Alright, time to reel it in. To see the fruits of our labor in canisters of fresh Mukmoux food. Down this way. Over here. This way, this way, this way. Down here, and all the way down here. We have to go in while we're here and pick up more basic supplies. Or else I'll run and try to do something and not be able to and be very sad. And also complain. I'm sure everyone here is very eager to avoid those complaints. They are in service of nothing. Why are we struggling? Why are we struggling here? Because it's almost back to the caravans area. It should never be like that, right? Maybe I just never noticed. It's one of the two, right? Okay, Mukmoux food. Being made. Oh, delivery. He's gonna go get bedding. Alright, let's keep that in mind. So, this has nothing? Why does this have nothing? Did I not just send a dinosaur here? Is that not something that just happened? Okay, we're just gonna leave this. It's just, no, this is just getting left behind. I am tired of messing with this, and I don't know where anything is in the system. And, like, are they both going here? Did I mess up? I was supposed to have one go up there and one go here. I would really have preferred it if I didn't mess it up. Because I don't want to belt this. I'll fix it. I'll fix everything, right? The moo food being made. Alright, so... Hi, buddy. How is og food? Let's go look at the moos. We're not backing up, which is kind of expected, but we are moving forward. Alright, you I want you to just deliver. Yeah. Want to get a supply here, so that's working out. It just needs to churn for much, much, much longer. Let's go look at the moos. Let's resupply. Let's go increase copper. And that will be our concrete contribution to factory kind today. Over here. Why are we going so slow? Why are we sciencing so slow? Full up here. Full up here. Oh, small parts. Copper bound. Yeah, it's time. It's definitely time to put what we have learned to use. I haven't even looked at the copper. Oh, so we are kind of full up on Mukmoux food. So I bet they're both going to the same place. That guy's going to get bedding, right? And if we might pass him. Is that you? No. Is that you? You went to deliver bedding. What's that? Yeah, it is him. It's him. It's him. Bedding arrived. So he couldn't deliver the food because we are now producing more food than we are consuming. Finally, finally, finally. And we are now bedding limited. And bedding is just a matter of delivery, right? Maybe. It looked like it was a low use thing. But that guy's just going to be cycling back and forth now. Because the moo food is just there. It's being made. Alright, we have to check back on this later. Just go deliver those. Just assume everything's okay. Alright, so, put this out of my mind. In theory, this is perfect. In theory, I am perfect. In theory, nothing more needs to be done in order to prove all my summas and theorems. But here in the real world, there's still quite a lot that needs to be demonstrated. They never let up. So over here, over here, over here. And we are just dunking this here for no reason other than I want it out of my inventory. And what I want now is to go stand in the center of the creation, the heart of creation for this factory. The main base, the primary depot, my home, over here. Then up and over and up and over. So right over here. Then we are going to examine what it takes for next gen copper. So what we will do is we will open up the tech tree and we will go copper. And we will observe what it is we have done. Ah, I'm already just enthusiastic about this. So, alright. Oh, I remember this. I remember not liking this. So, what we do is this. We take copper grade 4 and salt. So we have to bring in a saltosaur or a salt line. Probably a salt line. We have one of those. And then we turn it into copper solution. Copper solution is what we want. Because we come over here and we add copper solution and we get pregnant leach solution. And that's our next step. But we get copper pulp as well. And the pregnant leach solution turns into high-grade copper. High-grade copper turns into molten copper, and the story has a happy ending. However, we have left something hanging, and that is copper. We need acid, solvent, and grease. Oh no. Yeah, we need acid, solvent, and grease. Okie dokie. Let's go think about that. But the problem is, the reason why I don't like this so much is, look, you take the copper solution and you get copper pulp. All right, what do you do with copper pulp? You come over here with copper pulp and you add more copper solution to it. So it's the same recipe, but you add a waste product instead of the grease. I would much rather keep doing this, but then I would like if I could just vent the copper pulp here and just make it go away, it would be an equal situation to going through the rest of this chain. Like, that's a valid thing to say, right? I think so anyway, because this copper pulp takes 10 copper solution and just makes 20 pregnant solution, which is the exact same thing as over here, and just makes the next stage of pulp. And the next stage of pulp does the exact same thing. And the next stage of pulp does the exact same thing. Except, yeah, and then the final processing one does, again, the exact same thing. So these recipes, 2, 3, 4, and P, are the exact same recipe, which gives the exact same stuff, heading to the exact same place, going nowhere. This should not exist. Like this final one, to make this better, all you have to do is make this final one give double the leach solution, you know? Even take it away from somewhere else. But this final step needs to be better than the ones before, or else it's just you're repeating yourself. And I realize that's a strange thing to complain about in Factorio, where I repeat myself endlessly to the point where people question my sanity, but still I do not like it, I say. I think this could be better. We need acid. What even do we need? Copper. Uh, grade 4. We need grease. And we need acid solvent. I think you're an upgrade on industrial solvent. No, hydrogen peroxide. Oh, how wonderful it is that I finally have enough of this. We're probably going to make it on site, right? It's only used for this. All right, yes, we are making it on site. Acid solvent is only used in this dumb recipe chain. So, okay, good. We will pull a hydrogen peroxide line. We will make it on site. We will make acid solvent. Great. And we need grease. Grease is made with... Oh, this is kind of valuable. All of this stuff is kind of valuable. Where's my other... yeah, we use that for kerosene nowadays. And it's used for more things. Alright, so we have to actually make grease properly and probably barrel it in. So let's imagine what we're doing. We're going to take peroxide, which is right here, and pull a peroxide line over to here. Then when over here, somewhere in the petrochemical area, we're gonna make grease. Probably right in here somewhere we're gonna make grease. And grease will be another line. Yeah, it's very straightforward to pull another line, so do it. And then we'll have this will get moved south. Like this will be replaced. This will be moved south. And then we will put in our new equipment here, and we won't have to barrel anything. And it will be good, right? Alright, so grease. Grease is made in what way? With a heavy oil refinery. Never mind about what I said where I was going to place it. We're placing it somewhere else. So, heavy oil refinery, for which we need just more iron. Should be rather straightforward, right? Right here. To make the grease. And then the grease just gets hauled over to where it needs to be. So we've processed all this. We are still not venting the oleochemicals. Excuse me, friends. I thought we came to terms on this difference. Oh. We need to put in more olefin makers then, if we want to do this right. It's still filling that void. So yeah, it's kicking in every once in a while. Alright, because it makes so much oleochemicals. So much. Why is there not a better way to make glycerol? Anyway, this is fine. It's all working. No need to think about that any farther. Now we are going to put a walkway here, because I need to have more discipline about doing this. Good. Just a tiny... See, I want to put in another kerosene maker here, I think. Heavy oil, but I also want that heat. I want to snuggle up right there. So I want that to be a kerosene refinery. How are we doing? We're doing just fine here. So I guess I just do it barbarian style, huh? Yeah. Alright, you're making grease. I don't know where I'm going to get the lubricant from. That's a bit of a mystery. Heat pipe. One of my least favorite items. Go get steel. Wait, can I daisy chain you? Yes, I can. Okay, good. Better, better, better. Where'd you go, one of my least favorite items? Oh, just enough. Eternal victory. Forever victory. It's not getting up to temperature because you're working hard now, right? Yeah. Alright, everything's coming up to speed. It'll equilibrate in a moment here. Please stand by. Service shall be restored shortly. I didn't know you could daisy chain heat pipes through buildings. Now it's probably going to end up with heat bottlenecks, whose nature I do not fully appreciate at this point in time. But for the moment, we can pretend that doesn't exist, right? This is also a little janky. That's okay. So long as we do it in a way that is somewhat visible, right? There, we can see it. We know what happens. Now we gotta find lubricant. Lubricant is not far, yes? We have a lubricant maker. Not quite over here. But it's somewhere in the neighborhood, yeah? At least I'll be able to put an achievement down for this. It'll be grease! Exclamation point. Grease. Exactly what you wanted. Grease. Which is different from lubricant in a very specific and non-described way. So this is churning along. No problems here. Here's my lube line. Where do you go? Straight into here. Can I keep going? Did I leave myself a via? No. No, I did not. So what is the... So I guess we just go one up. Just live with the shame, right? This is also going to put pressure on lard. Which is okay. Lard can take it. Oh, nice. God, I love these pipes. Single best upgrade of them all. Getting to niobium pipes. I'm sure there's plenty that will have more impact later on. But this thing, I am still feeling the joy of interacting with these. It is not dulled even a little bit. Like this, to not pollute the line. Okay. Grease! Exclamation point. Oh, you don't have the temperature. Oh, because I had to rotate it. And that put the heat on the other side. Ah, it's gonna be a bitch. Because it doesn't match the pattern. And Satan. Satan wins again. We've made grease! Exclamation point. Satan rules over the scarred and wasted earth. So how am I going to do this? What's my solution to this problem? I mean, it's not really a solution per se, but it is something that's going to happen, right? Oh, don't do that. No, no, no. Right here, right here. Right here, right here. Alright, this is where the loop comes in. Alright, so now, unfortunately, we have to deal with the other thing, right? And that's, we have to get the low distillates over. Which was super simple just a moment ago, if you remember. Everything was fine. Just a minute ago, I was happy. Ever so briefly, I was happy. Now... okay, now I'm happy again. Let's not whine too much, right? Try in some part not to be a complete toddler about things. How are you not hooked up? Oh, we're on the wrong line, right? Because these buildings are really quite poorly made. Alright, grease. We got our grease. Let's do a little research. Mukmoux. This was the goal of all of our designs. And why are you not... Why? Why? Mukmoux food. So this is much better. It appears, anyway. We might have to have another dinosaur bringing in bedding. I don't even know. Anyway, grease. It exists. We're going to pull line up. Probably just straight up, right? Just trust to the Lord and head to the heavens. Straight up. Right here. Straight up. And just assume everything is going to be okay. This was on the plan the entire time. This is a direct and necessary, rational consequence of every... Oh. Maybe And then, oh, okay. Um, as I was saying, this is a direct, necessary, rational consequence of every previous design. It was obvious from the start it had to be like this. Inevitable, really. And anyone complaining that this looks ad hoc or, not well conceived, they should refer to the plans. I mean, the original long form plans. You can't just read the shorthand plans that you give to the builders and the city inspectors. No, you need to see the original plans. And it's difficult to find copies of those nowadays. I leave the rest as an exercise for the reader. Uh, yeah, don't talk to me anymore. Do not ask me any more questions. Um, so over here, and we have grease in, and this was the big belted thing. No, the other big pipe thing I have to bring in is peroxide. So wonderful that peroxide is now just something I can use. Great quality of life increase. Alright, the grease is here. The grease has arrived, and we can... Like, I'm super tempted to just flush the pulp solution. Copper pulp stage 1. Just get rid of it. But it doesn't look like it can be vented at all. It has to be taken through these steps. And this is so unsatisfying. That's the best way to put it. Unsatisfying. These are all flotation cells. Alright, let's take a look at, again, let me make a list. Copper. Copper right here. Copper. We're just going to do one of these to start with and just observe it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flotation cells. Flotation cell times 5. And we may have to do this again. Then we need a mixer for the acid solvent. Here, we'll look at that in a second. Yeah. And to make the copper solution to begin with, we need to make another mixer. So mixer times 2, I think. And we should do more than that, times 3 perhaps. And then this is done in another flotation cell. That's in that list of flotation cells. It takes 4 seconds. And this takes 4 seconds. If this runs, not quite all of these run. So this is all of a piece. Let's take a look at our current situation. How many of these do we think we need? Because those could all be considered a single unit, which is... What is our rate of production of copper grade 3 every 4 seconds? Copper grade 4, excuse me. That's where we are. Here. Copper grade 4. Come on. Figure yourself out. Copper grade 4 is being produced and consumed in the same breath. It is being made at a rate of, we're going to call it 120 a minute. We're going to call it 2 a second. 120 a minute, 2 a second? Yes, absolutely correct. 2 a second. And this is being consumed at... It's the same thing, right? Yeah, the rate is 2 a second. So let's go do... I keep saying these words over and over again as if the math will just be revealed to me if I merely repeat it aloud. All right. And this is eating at under 2 a second. It's not even at 1 a second. How is this going to work? Because to get up to 2 a second, I'll need 2 whole lines and change? This doesn't seem right to me.
is you are eating at 3 for 4. Uh-oh. Actually, this is starting to make sense. 3 for 4. And our new solution right here, copper, is in fact 3 for 4. So it's the exact same ratio. There is no escaping it. We're going to need a lot more salt. And for right here, we have 2 going all the time and sometimes 3 going. So this means we're going to need 3 full lines. It's going to be a real problem getting those in. All right, so we're going to need copper. Right here. We're going to need 3 of these just to keep up. And we need to keep up because we're not interested in just efficiency. We want efficiency and bulk. So great. Fabulous to hear this. And that produces 150 copper solution every 4 seconds. And everything works on 4 seconds here, so we might as well just treat that as per second. So to vent 150 of this, the whole line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of which taken together can process 1. So we're going to need 3 full banks of this. That's going to be rough, right? They're kind of small though, right? What's the flotation cell look like? Aerofloat. I think you're small. We're going to need 15 of these. Not 5, 15. And then probably still only 1 mixer, maybe 2. Maybe I'll do 2 just to make acid solvent. It uses so little, but then it uses so much, you know? The 2 statements are true. Flot. Now we need intermetallics. Gonna need a lot of these. Just pick up 2 full bricks, I think. Maybe another after that. Flot. Seem to remember you being quite small. Now, let's go grab some air core inductors, eh? 10 each. Yeah, 2 bricks. Did I miss? Oh, I took a wrong turn. Air core inductors right here. Good. Such a pain. It's making labs. You need a lab in your flotation cell? For real? Alright, right there, and right there. Give it to me, please. Pop. They are not super small. I thought they were smaller than this. Not super big either. So, so mixer. Great, thanks guys. Go get a lead plate. Wash us. So we have to wait for this, unfortunately. And speculate. So this will eat quite a lot of acid solvent, not a lot of grease. Yeah, right here, copper pulp stage 1. And the mixer gives the solution. And it eats a little grease and a lot of acid solvent. Alright, mixer, on the field, please. You are a little bigger, because of course you are. So it looks like I'm going to want a row of acid solvent maker, and then 3 mixers. And 2 acid solvent makers. So that's 5 mixers. 5 mixers in a row, not all doing the same thing. Probably going to have to do something about salt. We are almost certainly not producing enough salt for this. I will figure it out. Alright, it's time to build. So, let's build a ton of stuff. Alright, give me a box. Throw this, throw this, throw this, throw this. All you go away. Everyone just get out of here. I need to talk with the buildings. So we need 4 more mixers. And to make this happen, we need a lot of small parts. We need a lot of pie tanks. So small parts, easy enough, right? Extra iron, easy enough. Extra pipes certainly are going to be needed. And then probably another block of lead. Mixer? Mixer? Of course not. That's why is this tab not being used, Pi? We need a general reorganization of all this. Okay, I understand that you want it so that you can play some and not all. I need titanium and aluminum. But at the same time, I hate this. I hate this a lot. When trying to play it all, it's the UI starts to become an enemy, and it need not be so. I wonder if there's a mod that can rearrange all this stuff, or if that's just too meta. Another block of lead. Okay, don't worry, copper line. I'm coming to save you. We will do something useful today. There. Now we need 14 floats. Flot. Alright, well there you go. There's one. We need more belt. It's making belt because we need to make labs. Flot. It's a thickener. Flot. Where would you hide the flots? Flot is, of course, raw ores. Okay. Coarse. And that's making a bunch of pipe, right? Of course it is. Sue? All of you in my inventory. All of you. And I need more besides. Alright, so that's... We now have 3. We now just need a whole bunch of you. A whole bunch of you. Bop. Bop. Now we're making small parts again, so no. We should be able to do this off this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 8, 13, 14, 15. Glorious. Alright. If we had enough pipe. Just barely. Unfortunately, we're going to have to shut off copper production entirely, which means that the factory starts actively dying, I think, until I complete this operation. So maybe I should prototype this out a little bit. This is going to cost me. Here, maybe we do it a little backwards. Like right here is mixer row, perhaps. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's not even enough space. Ooh. Maybe we do it like this then. Bang. No. Yeah, bang. Bang. And something like this. I should be doing this off of this, because this is an immovable object. So here, you go here, and this is how we're going to do this. You're going to make acid solvent right there, right? Nice. Unfortunately, you're going to be a problem. So we have to bring in that. So, okay. This is kind of maximal use of space. And then you'll make copper solution. This is wrong because it means that the grade 4 is going to have to come all the way down up here before being processed north of it. The horror. But we'll make it work. So we need a single purpose caravanserai. we'll do this. In fact, we're not even doing it like this. Since acid solvent is only used for one purpose, I do not have to respect it as if it is a real resource. We will not do it in a way that is easily expandable. Yeah, Dad, you heard me. We're not doing it in a way that's easily expandable. We'll get sulfuric in, that won't be hard. We will pull a peroxide line. That will also not be hard, and it will kind of tingle when I do it. We really should, and this just has a liquid out, so we should take as much space as we can, you know? Because we are constrained here, and we probably just ruined something. Right there. That is what we ruined. That was molten tin. That was pretty important. Alright, so, and this will have the acid solvent coming out like this, and we will take it somewhere. It'll probably go over here and up. So we're just going to pretend that doesn't exist right now. 2, 3. 2, 3. Alright, now, dinosaur. Oh, wow, you used to have a life. Life and family and kids. You used to be an important dinosaur with a complex job, respected by your peers. But now, you just haul iron oxide all day long. There you go. It is humiliating. It's all because of just your boss. Boss just didn't like you for some reason. So here we have sulfuric. You can take it just direct. Great. Even if I get better copper going, the new material takes preference. So this is going to be grease! Exclamation point. Needs no further introduction. Grease. This is all good. Good, 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 good. I mean, quasi-good. It is familiar with the idea. Oh, lead acetate's completely backed up. Unambiguous good there. Let me help you. Then you are completely full up, right? We have all the hydrogen peroxide. Oh, we can't use that. Sad. There. Completely overflowing with hydrogen peroxide. So clean. So very clean. We'll take this line for no particular reason. These guys are very sad. They are never ever going to run again. With me. With me. It will be used in a new life. And this gets to all be pulled back and probably never reused, honestly, but the space is there. So we still have this open space I have to do something with. It was reserved for titanium, but then titanium didn't take it up. So, yeah. This is going far easier. Oh, we're running low on lead. That's probably from propene, from something propene. Now we come to a problem. No, there's a via. There's a via right there. Nice. I did this. I did this with my brain. Nice, nice, nice. Just made it through. Okay, there. Now you have everything you need for acid solvent. Clearly a real and important thing. Alright, there you go. Acid solvent being made. Done. Now we have to snuggle this in as close as possible. And you have two materials in. and you output a liquid. So, snuggle you in right here. That's as close as... No, we can get a little closer. Oh, we have this to deal with, though. Make that work, though. We'll leave a via. There. In just a moment. Only bricks for a moment. There we go. And into the via, and there we go. And then we can use this line right here, which won't conflict with the other one because Satan does not rule over the mixers. Satan was only given dominion over... What was the other machine that's constantly giving me trouble? Thing that makes the fertilizers. Oh, Hevel bed? No. Fertilizer. I'm gonna look it up. I can picture it. It's just not coming. Fluidized bed reactor. Satan was given dominion over the fluidized bed reactors. It says in one of those games with God that constantly playing. It's the only reason God keeps him around. To be player 2. Okay, that's good. I'm feeling pipe insecurity. So we're gonna go over here and handle that. Should check, right? Should definitely check. Mukmoux. Mukmoux food is doing consistently good. And Mukmoux are not. So, why? Probably just travel time at this point. I can't imagine it's anything serious. I paid attention to everything but bedding, and bedding is made in huge quantities. So, alright. We need to bring in the stuff, and we need to bring in the other stuff. And I'm kind of worried about the salt, but at the same time it's made for this, right? Like, it's supposed to overflow. Okay, salt lines. Yeah, see, it's all blocked up. Coming down here is going to be a problem. So we'll have to jerk it down like somewhere convenient here. That looks convenient, right? And right here. This is not a worry. This is actually ugly and indicates a problem in core brain functionality. I mean, well, guilty, right? What do I want in my inventory? What do I want in my inventory? What do I want in my inventory? On this horrible day. Alright, made it. Salt is now over here. I have to remember to vent this borax at some point. Now a good line for salt doesn't really exist. But we'll drag it down over the water line, right? Yeah, we will. There we go. Nice and clean. Right there. Right there, right there, right there. Once again, we leap. Nice and tidy. We are not putting up with any of that nonsense, thank you. We're still hooked up, right? We can do better. Oh, we can't do better. Doing better is a myth. He's only doing less and being happier. Stay in bed, lay flat. Okay. Okay. Good. Here, take this borax. Kept it just for you. I'm very happy I managed to keep this all running while I did this. It's going to make what's coming a lot less painful. Because I am going to have to pull the plug in a second here. And then salt will come from right there. Great, right? Totally great. Is there enough salt? I don't know. Bang, 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 salt, salt. And then it takes 4 seconds, you need 3, therefore you need exactly 1 of you. So this comes to here, this comes to here, this comes to here. And then Mr. Gasoline can be done differently, right? Surely so. Right there. And then brought up like this, right? There. Much tidier. Then this doesn't have to be. Why do you have to be like you? Alright, good. So all we have to do is turn on this, and we have put this power lines in exactly the wrong spot. Congratulations, you did it exactly wrong. Good job. Total confidence in you and your ability to screw things up in a maximal way. Alright, so now we have to put in the stacks of flotation cells, right? So let's break them out and see what we're looking at here. We need 5 of you in a row. And if pressed, I will push them very close together. So we can actually do this right here. But this is only one of many. And this is the bulky step, so we really should be putting it right here. So let's look at you. We have copper solution coming out, so we have stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, and stage P. I should work out all of this before I do anything to minimize copper downtime. And we need, it's a 6er. 6 in, 6 out. Except 1 is out and then 1 is oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's not even on edge. Oh, this is the least convenient thing ever. And it doesn't get any better if I reverse it. They have made this the least convenient possible. Because it's got to come from the top middle. The middle, mind you, to the bottom left corner. The bottom right corner. Every single time. This is just pain. This is not how it should be. This is being in the grips of a malignant force. We can't even do this because it's right on the edge. So we have to come all the way over here. But it's right on the edge here, so we can't do that either. So, wow, this sucks. No, we can... Yeah, it can't be done. It can't be done in a way that tiles. Oh my god, this sucks. Yeah, very much Satan rules over this cursed earth. So we kind of have to do this, right? Even though you look at that and you kind of want to die. We can't do that. And we can't even do it like that because it blocks... Yes. Yes, I understand. Yes, Satan. You are more clever than I am. So one goes out and comes around. And then we do this. We just copy it. And we can't. And we can't even do that. This is set up to maximally inconvenience me. I really hate this. This isn't this is verging into puzzle game, and that's not what Factorio should be about. I didn't enjoy Arcospheres. They were not they didn't work for one thing. All the buildings kept pausing every time you would leave the grid. So you had to do a complete solution. Partial solutions based on just chance-based stability could not work. How am I even supposed to do this? Because, okay, to keep the pattern, this would be like this then, right? So this doesn't work. So this will have to come south in this area. So, like this? Is this really what we're doing? Snaking like so? Is this who we are now? No, we won't want to do that. We want to do this. Actually, can't even pull this up one because then the acid solvent. Wait a second. They're even different on the bottom. Pregnant out 2. Okay, it's different, yes, but not substantially different. Oh, man. Not pleased at all about this. It's so bulky. Alright, and obviously we have to reset this. You're 2, you're 3. Yeah, this is all... Like, these intermediate stages should not exist. The way the ports are set up are done to make my life as hard as possible. I do not like this. Do not like, friends. Alright, so now we have to get the rest of everything in. Acid solvent obviously has to come down. So you're like this, just over. Maybe there's something clever we can do by reversing them, but I'm not gonna pursue that. You know, by inverting it in one level to another to share input and output space, but not doing it. Right here. And we'll find out something to do with that. Alright. Okay, this is in fact what we're doing. And it's like tailings gets to be the local line. Oh, we can't. Well, we can. We just do this, which is probably what I should have done in the first place. Not really for efficiency, just so pipes don't touch, you know? I have to go get more pipes. Just putting together this demo took most of my underground pipes. I'm not even done. By necessity, this is here. This is tall. This is bulky. And I need to put in 3 whole rows. Oh, that didn't work at all. Okay. Okay, you're right. All you are right. You are all correct, and I am incorrect. Well, that one can stay. To avoid pipes touching and mating together by their sheer attractive force, this is what has to happen. All right. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Let's go get a whole lot more pipe. And then actually shut down copper and then actually move forward on this. This is... yeah, this is a lot like the hot air recipe in my mind. It's it, it's kind of insulting in its own way, you know, because it's so obvious that it's just playing a game with you at this point. Like having such a narrow and fiddly way to make hot air is very video gamey. You know, it's very, you need the MacGuffin, and the MacGuffin sounds so simple. It's clear that the mod is just messing with you at that point, and I'm not a big fan of that feeling. I feel it clashes with the overall aesthetic of Factorio, at least what I think that I'm doing here. Like I'm building walls to hold off aliens. It's a serious affair, you know, in my, idiot brain. And when I see you have to really jump through a whole lot of hoops to get hot air, uh, it breaks the immersion, is the best way to put it. It makes me unhappy. It reminds me that I'm just playing a game, and the game is here ultimately just to screw with me. Like, what it should be doing is saying, no, you don't need 15, you need 1,500 of these. Have fun. But instead, it puts together this just utterly sadistic way of doing it. And like, there's two dimensions why this is bad. The first dimension is obviously that the pipes are set up on this to cause me maximal inconvenience, which is my game should not be fighting me like this. I should be my own enemy. But the other thing is that all these stages are the same, and they don't need to be. Like stage 1, stage 2, 3, 4, and are just clones of each other with no additional benefit or reason to do it. So this is just bulk. So it should not exist on a couple dimensions. And obviously, as everyone can tell, it has not put me in a most cheery mood. Picking this all up is going to have consequences. So let's prepare for that, right? Let's make a stuff bin. We have to roll this all up. Hands first. Yeah. I wonder if the hot air and copper stage 4 or 3, whatever I'm on right now, had the same designer. It has very much the same feel to it, you know? Like mask off, I'm messing with you. And not, I'm trying to make a video game to entertain you. So, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. There's a tip box in the lobby. We have to get rid of all these sand castings. They don't have any use. Well, maybe they will. Find out. This will have to be different. You all get picked up too, and we are running low on space. She knew very well was going to happen. And we have unique and wonderful things like old poles. Don't pick up the dinosaur. Don't touch the dinosaur. The new game for kids. Because I only play super serious games, like Factorio, for serious adults. Yeah, that's going right there, and this is all getting picked up. None of you are real. None of you are real. It's all just dreams. It's all just dreams. Hot air will be... Ooh, that's what broke it? Okay. Let's jog next door to iron. And then hand over sand castings. Sand castings? Who wants sand castings? Who wants some sand castings? Sand casting for you, sand casting for you. Who likes to burn material? Man, I think everyone just gets home at the end of a hard day and thinks, what can I set on fire right now? To dull the pain of this never-ending hell world. Maybe it can be this lumps of coal. Yeah, that sounds fun. So good, take all this. Now I can pick all this up. Oh, I get more. How lucky. Copper has stopped. Factory is dying. Irritation at the world. Seething. Seething. Right, nice. Now we are ready to put this in times tray. Good? Good. So first we're going to want to, we'll just copy you to begin with. Put it probably right here, right? No, save space. Space is very important right here. Pick up, I suppose. I shouldn't try to help. I should just stand here. How's power? Power's fine. How are moos? Mukmoux. So we're out of food, and I'm willing to bet that is, not making Mukmoux at all. I'm willing to bet this is full at this point. I will have to go look into that. Okay, so one. Do I really want to try to reverse it? Like, it doesn't matter, ultimately. It'll save, like, one. Like, if I force it in like this, it'll save one tile. So, maybe, no, two tiles. So, no, don't do it. Pick up, pick up. And we're gonna have severe space problems because we also have to do processing after this. We're not done after this. We have to move these. Wow, we really are using all the space. I really hope I didn't miscalculate and I'm totally doing this much harder than I thought that it requires. We're doing rails over here, I think, and then we might have to move copper somewhere else for casting. Which would be, I mean, not the end of the world, but not in the pattern, certainly. Alright, this, you are now offending me. You have greatly offended. Okay, oh, it's getting late. I gotta wrap this up, go do something else. So it looks like it snuggles in almost perfectly. Okie dokie. Not really the world I wanted to live in. I really hope I'm not overbuilding. Just... yeah, but I did the math, right? And we had 3 of them going. Oh. Are you sad? Are you a sad lad? I'm not going to do it for every single one. You're gonna have to figure it out, my friend. So flotation cells are also kind of terror walls. They kind of look like evaporators too. They were probably all made by the same person. I'm feeling a unified purpose from all of this. It's the same sort of style, the same sort of philosophy. Same non-interaction with caravans, the same messing stuff up. Definitely needs a pass. Though I imagine this is going to be a very hard problem to resolve, you know? It messes up the caravan sometimes. Well, what are you going to do about that? Alright, alright. We honestly should have moved this all over to leave a whole lot of space for pipe. But we didn't do that, and we can't go back now. So, no tears. No tears. So what I'm going to do is bring this over. Take this. We have our copper solution. Great. Copper has fallen to 0. Factory is dying. You can never forget these fundamental facts. Then you want this solution from here. So we will do this. Jeez, this music reminds me of EVE Online. Those were fun days when the game was alive, but I don't think I could ever go back. I am a different person now. Did we make a horrible mistake? We never hooked up grease? Well, I mean, we have a way out by bringing grease this way. You know, somewhere over here. But that was an oversight. It should never be an oversight, it should always be intentional. But you know what they say about should. So right here, struggle bus continues. It is flavored like nickels. Like licking a roll of nickels. Right here. Does that not reach? It doesn't reach. On the plan, I'm getting more pipe. Getting more pipe right now. Then we're going to go finish off this build. Well, science is stopped. Factory is dying. I'm going to have to probably do vat brains pretty much immediately. Why research it and not do anything with it, right? Don't need that. Kind of do. So that's probably next episode, I think. Probably. Assuming copper gets worked out. And then rework science. I'll get 30% more science while the brains last. And when the brains aren't there, it's only just normal science, so it's not like the end of the world. Ooh. Problem city here. But we can solve it. Grease will sneak in like this. Bam. And then again with the problem. And again, the ad hoc solution. Yeah, does this look frickin' designed to you? Alright, now we have to get the acid solvent line going. And that should probably be a line right here. Way on the outside. And right here. Right there. And we'll do like this. So acid solvent now in the system. Acid solvent. Acid solvent. Good. Copper solution comes on the other side. So that's hooked up. Yes. So you'll take care of yourself. This is in. That needs to be out. We need to get the pregnant solution out. Probably to be right here to be worked with. We also have to hook up all these tailings lines. So let us do that. Do you make tailings here? Do. So they tried to expand. Hopefully it's self-repaired. I'll have to do inspections from time to time. So right here, starting here, that's tailings, yes. Okay. Okay. The nightmare is almost over. We will make it through. We won't make it through. We ain't gonna make it. Don't tell the kids, but we're not gonna make it. Right here, and then right there, and then we have to do a curl. Was in the plans. Cannot complain because it was in the plans. Alright, so tailings are now out. The only thing that's not out is pregnant solution, which we didn't even consider, right? Like, we considered all of this to be more than enough trouble on its own. So pregnant copper leach solution goes into high grade copper in an edget. You need 100 of this. We're gonna do 2 of these. We're probably gonna come over here and start using this space. Sorry, zinc. 2 agits, and then after that, oxygen furnace. Oh no, we already took those down. Maybe 1 agit on the end of all this. Yeah, let's go get 3 agits, and I have the oxygen furnaces. Maybe I need another casting machine. Maybe not. Agit. Need melamine. What I don't have. Melamine and glass. Oakley dokley. Let us run. Over here. Down here, our block of amine. Good. Go get some glass. We got way too much stuff in our inventory, especially since we have to pick up a box of waste, right? Edge times 3. Be very, very agitated. Then we have no place for the furnaces or the casting machines. That's a failure. No other way to put it. A failure. Edge it. Where are you? And you just go here, right? Put you right there. You make high-grade copper. Oh, you also make tailings. So yes, this was the correct place to put you. You can just tie right in right there. And now you need pregnant solution, which is the P, which is right here. Okay. So, we will end up with high-grade copper doing one of these, right? No. No. Not at all like that. Doing one of these, right? Yeah, totally one of those. So, this gets grabbed. Placed right here. You get grabbed. Placed right there. I feel like these should be joined just in case. Yeah. Alright, so we have high grade copper. It is time to turn this into useful copper. And can I use this area? No. No, I can't. Zinc, you are being invaded. An invader is entering your world. You do not have borax. You do not have... No, you do. Right there. Sandcasting borax. Right there. And you don't really have a power line for the furnaces. So we have to bring one through, I think. Yeah, right here. This is not going to be used. So right here. Yes. Again, it was in the plans. That was in the plan too. It's all in the plan. Do not ask me any more questions. Over here, leap our sins. Cannot do. Good, and we have power in the area. Again, just want to remind everyone, factory is dying. Factory is dying. Right, perfect. So, now, I guess we start with the casting machine, right? I really should have 2 of these. Just be ambitious. To put it in line. Put it in line. Can we make another casting machine right now? No. I need copper. Strange. Strange and poignant. Peak irony, right? Casting unit. That is what the kids call the irony. And you have to be just a clone of this. No, you need to be even more than this. You need faster arms. So first off, you're not doing that, you're doing this. Second off, we don't know where the copper's coming from just yet, so hold on. Need Duralumin. Alright. Man, this is getting out of control. This is taking longer than I thought it was. This was an all-day task, and I started off not doing it all day, you know? Started off with other things. The thing is, it's only just expanded out. To do the entire build from beginning to end is probably more than an all-day task. I'm going to have to do it again in the factory that is yet to come. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I've probably done it completely wrong somehow, and I'm not going to acknowledge that at all in any way. So just so everyone knows, there will be no mea culpa. No mea culpa, mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. It's no. It's your fault. It's always your fault. You've always been against me. So we are going to live in an optimistic world where everything goes right. We're going to put in another one. Alright, it's clearly going to be needed. Clearly so well equipped, and everything is going so well that this is a rational thing to do. So right there, you go in, so. You're going to need sand casting and borax. Then the hot air. Oh, I remember doing this. You're going to the south, actually. Oh, do that. Hot air comes from right here now. This is the new way. Okay, like that. And then like that. And we'll find a source of hot air for you. I know it exists. It's right there. Bam. Come on down. We're not even going to try to do this elegantly. We are doing this total barbarian style. Just getting through the day at this point. Alright, so that's that. Now you need to bring in your borax. There, right there. Like so, and of course like so. Bang. And borax comes this way. I'm going to need so much space for processing. Once, I rebuild this properly. And I need much more. Like, we're not done, you know? This is not going to be the last time I address copper as a concept. Alright, so that gives you your sand casting and your borax. Alright, so now all we have to do is put down a couple of these furnaces. We're going to say 2 to start. Maybe 3. I'm going to put down 2 to start. So let's do you. You need borax and oxygen, and you put out copper. And this will happen right here. Copper will come out right here. We will have to tie this into the copper line, which we have running around here, so it goes and makes duralumin. So that's good. You're going to need borax in. It comes over here. I think we have to do this right. Is this a good idea? I mean, if one has to ask, one has one's answer. However, one is still doing it. So what is one to say? So it takes, yeah, we're going to need 3 of these. If these are all 3 going, we're going to need 3. So we're going to have 2 lines in. Oh, and fuel. 3 lines in. So this should be going in right here, like so. And then that is your high-grade copper. You need but one arm here. And then we will have, oh, is this straight across? A tiny glimmer of hope that I am doing this correctly. Here is your power, sir. And then here will be the sandcasting. And then all we have to do is handle oxygen, which will not be difficult, right? Just have to plug it in. So, right here. Like so. I am very much wishing to be done at this point. This build has irritated me, and I am simultaneously excited to turn it on, and I also just kind of want to be done. Not really the feeling you want to arouse in a player of games. I should be wanting to be playing more, to never stop, to never sleep. All this time should just be more game time. But that is not the sensation going through my body right now. Perhaps that's just me being old, you know? Alright, so, getting closer. You have everything you need except oxygen, and we will do that right now. Do you have commerce with oxygen, zinc? You do not. So instead of pulling it down from up there, we will pull it over from right here, which is not so idiomatic, you know? We are not doing this in a way entirely consistent with overall design philosophies. But we are also tired, so there you go. That's what you get. But we are lit tired. Oxygen will come in right there. We are lit tired. Right there. Right there. Okay. Good. Can you take some back? No. Fortunately, you can't take it all back. Here. We have a box for this. Take it back. Alright, so. Have some power, I say. Would you like the power? Do you want the power? Doth thou desire the power? The answer to this question is no. No, you do not want the power. Absolutely no. Please do not come anywhere near me with that power. For some reason, no one says that. They just don't ask me. They really should. Take this. Take this. Great. Now we need one in, one in. Bang, bang. We didn't do this entirely correctly. And we used bad pipes. Looks bad, feels bad, is bad. Okay. In theory, we are completely ready to go right now, right? In practice, we're going to be in for a world of pain. Oh, nice. It fits. So you ready to go? Ready to let it rip? Oh, we're not, because we haven't hooked up the final and most important thing. Copper has to leave the system to join its most glorious purpose, to become one with the factory, to enable even more... Stop embarrassing me. I have to get to flying caravans, too. I should look at that, right? Hope you have spares. Yeah, it is past time for me to try to make flying caravans. Fat brains should not have been done before flying caravans. But, you know, whatever. Let's not get too mad about it. Then, of course, we will always look back at this and know, right? Just know what was. It's like a monument to my own inability to plan ahead. This doesn't have to exist anymore. Very tidy. Wait. What? What am I destroying? What am I destroying? What am I destroying? What is this line? Where are you going? What's your mission? This is an ash out. Oh! Oh, I had neglected that. Ooh, we're going to be producing ash. Ooh, we got to take care of that. There's going to be another component out. That's going to cause me problems, right? Oh man, I'm still not done. Well, okay. We have a simple solution. Must be programmed for ash. Ah. Right there, right there, and right there. And we will just do a belt, right? Do a thing with a belt. And you should probably just come straight over somehow. Somehow being with underground belts. We're just disrespecting the hell out of this zinc patch. Hopefully it never has to be used. You come right by Daddy Copper right here. Alright. We will now get to see this run and or not run. It's going to be one of those two things are going to happen right here. Are you ready? I know very well everyone is, right? Alright, so... Oh, we didn't do this either. Here, come with me. We left so many deeds undone. There, right there, right there, and they're off. And we get to see exactly how much I have misunderestimated my current situation. Alright, in you go. Gets grabbed. There you go. Starts going. Flooding this. Starting to go. Great work. Does it go next door yet? No, because there's a little inefficiency in the system. It's going to take a little while for it to get all the way up. C2 is going. Now we have a little inefficiency in the system, right? But it's flooding over. Have no worry. Have no fear. Yeah, it's gonna go. Oh, we're actually making high-grade copper over here. How'd one of these get ahead? Alright, high-grade copper being made. So far, everything going 100% according to plan. Oh. Ignore this. This is also according to plan. Alright, high-grade copper in the system. Bam! Copper out. Oh, and copper isn't hooked up to the copper line. We're going to leave that for a second, though. So is that guy ever going to go? He should, right? We'll see. Splitting it. There we go. First one. First light on copper. Oh, that was incorrect what I'm doing right here. That is fine. No, it's both incorrect. I deviated from the design, from the plans, and now I'm left with this situation. All right, so yes, some is reaching all the way over there too. All right. And do we in fact have a full copper belt? Do we have to do another copper belt? I will 100% thrilled if I could put in more copper. But for right now we have to hook up the molten copper line right here. Which was the thing back in Dickety 8, but now people don't talk about as much anymore. There, copper line. So you'll share. So now we're just going to stick on one full line of copper right now, because we're backing up, and the rest of the molten copper will go for making duralumin. So copper is obviously doing quite well right now. The system appears to be working. I did at least an adequate job. All I can ask for. And this is moving back into the system. Alright, so let's examine things. Did I misunderestimate anything at any point? We're going to have to let this go for a long time to actually identify where the backups are. Like, is anyone clogged is the real question I'm asking for. Yeah, we're clogged on copper solution. Wait, won't that induce pressure eventually as pulp builds up? Is this not in balance and I have not done it correctly? Or maybe it's just naturally imbalanced because of how it flows, and it will eventually jam up, but it will always have a way forward. If I just let the pressure go and I don't interfere. Okay, I understand that. That makes total sense to me. That's not what I want to do. All these guys are going at a reasonable clip. I shouldn't expect them all to be going. I should only expect 2 of them to be going. Yeah, we are just pumping out this molten copper. All right, let's take a look. Time for graphs. We like graphs, right? Copper plate. We used to be cruising along. Ooh. Like 800 at peak, and we're probably just at like 800 at peak right now. Actually, a little over. We're a full belt. And that's not all. We shouldn't stop there. Molten copper. We should look at this. This is the actual real test. So at max, we were making 1.2 molten copper a minute. And now we're at double that? No, 2.1k. And we are, yeah, so this new tech level, if I'm reading that correctly, didn't even double copper production by doing this. It's only about 70% more. And I'm doing this off molten copper. Let's look at it again, see if I'm dumb. So it's hard to really compare because it's entirely possible this was bottlenecked on. Probably not. That looks like pure production right there. This was going for tens of hours. So yeah, true production was like 1.2, 1.1. And now this is true production right here, and it's not quite double. That's very disappointing. It's quite disappointing. Alright, so this is going to take a long time to equilibrate. And we're just going to let that happen. And then eventually fat brain research will happen again. Next episode will be vat brains, and then the reworking of science to accommodate vat brains, and that's going to be fine. In fact, it's even probably going to be fun. All right, this is what I was looking for. We have not quite full up on molten copper, but we are prioritizing here. And we have a rain of duralumin coming down. Let's take a look at duralumin. So, yeah, quite spiky, except this is now consistent production. This is always here for us because copper plate is no longer threatening to overwhelm. So 6 times the duralumin production. That's good. So, all right, we're done here, right? We should wrap up. This is not where I need to be. Over here is where I need to be. We have invaded Zinc's personal space. That is terrible of us. I personally feel bad. This should change. If you're gonna fill, fill. You know? And I really should... I guess not. I guess we're using the totality of our molten copper right now. And I should just be happy with the amount of plates we're making. I should just let this go and let it just watch it. You know? So we're at our peak, only our peak is now sustained forever. So be happy, question mark? Be happy? Alright, just let it go. Everything is okay. Just let go. Everything will be fine if you just let go. But this is working. This is not going to jam, even though it looks like it might jam. It won't. And you guys are going full press. Is high-grade copper used for anything? High-grade copper? No, it just gets moved on again. Take high-grade copper, you add stuff I got. I could do this right now if I wanted to, in a direct reduction plant, and then into sintered copper. You get 2 sintered copper. And again, I have all this. I need a sintered plant. And then maybe this is better. I don't know. Alright, let's wrap up, right? Let's tell the story of the day and then move on. So today in the factory, we didn't really do anything with combat. So the borders of the factory remain where they were last episode. We took the salt, right? That was important. We really, really have to go do all of this. Maybe we'll start off with combat next episode. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Clear all these, and this is all then used for factory if I have to do mechanical parts. And I don't want to shove it in here for some reason. Anyway, that's fine. So turn that off. Let's see if we can frame the factory a little better. You know, get a nice wide shot. So yeah. What we did today was the following. We once again walked the perimeter of seaweed and fertilizer and tufra and Mukmoux food. And I think Mukmoux food is actually now no longer the problem. I think the problem is now just logistics, and I'm going to have to look at that. We reworked wood a little bit so that overflow wood would flow back into tree seeds more and increase tree seed production, and that was good. And then after we had figured all that out, I think, yeah, we visited plutonium and there was nothing wrong over there. We ran around a lot. We decided we were going to do next level copper production, which takes up an amazing amount of space and doesn't really deliver on what I was hoping for. We've had to invade the zinc processing area here. Zinc is very right to be offended by this, but No one listens to zinc. No one likes zinc. Oh, we never did the expanded antimony processing like we said we were going to do a while ago. I have to remember that for next time. But for right now, we have just built more copper. We are doing quite well in that regard. Hopefully copper is no longer a problem for the factory. We shall see. That is a very, very, very bold statement. And I am unsure if it is going to be borne out by observations. So I think that's it. I think it's time to go. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.